Hello everyone. How are you all? I hope doing great. So yes, I think you're already watching my videos, and then after you can understand what I'm just going to teach you in the next video. So yes, and today we are going to study about the Elections Commission of India. Okay, it's a very important topic of class ninth. Okay, but we can relate also from class 2 6 to 10th, because this topic is a basic topic. If we just start to study the political system or the politics, yeah, or the election system, so we have to aware about this topic. Okay, so Election Commission of India, the short form ECI. The Constitution of India has vested in the Election Commission of India the superintendence, directions, and control of the entire process for the conduct of election. Yes, the Election Commission of India, it's a kind of a organization, or yes, that control all over the election around the India, all over the India, inside the country, or even the state, or the here the local elections. But yes, different election commission organization like that. For the central level we have the different one. State level we have the different state have their separate election commission, and yes, state election commission organize the local level elections. Okay, so now come to here. The ECI is an autonomous permanent constitutional body that was established on 25 January 1950. Okay, before the first election. Okay, got my point, please. That before the first election of India, 25 January 1950, just our constitutional maker suggested to that Election Commission of India, this organization, this autonomous independent organization should be there in that time. Okay, it conduct elections to the Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha, the Vidhan Sabha, the Vidhan Parishad, the President, Vice President of India. It means all kind of elections just conducted by the just in authority of the Election Commission of India. Okay, and Article 324 to 329 Constitution provide for the establishment of an ECI and define the power and duties. Okay, now mark this article 324 to 329. Okay, this article range from 24 to 29. This just say about the election commission power and duties. Yes, it is an independent organization. So yes, election commission has power as well as some duty. So yes, we now just know that in the next one. At the state level, election work is supervised by the chief electoral officer of the state. So yes, every state we have separate election commission, and the chief electoral and then CEO. Yes, chief electoral officer of the state, who is appointed by the ECI from among the civil servant in consultation with the concerned state government. Okay, so ECI appoint a kind of chief electoral officer that consult with the state government. Okay, ECI is responsible to just take hold the authority of the election system, or the central authority, or as well as in state. Okay, so here various state government officer such as district magistrate, sub-divisional magistrate, and tehsildar. Yes, who can be this? Chief electoral officer. Yes, this kind of IAS officer rank officers can be the chief electoral officer of the state, like district magistrate, sub, okay, SDM, like that. So are also assigned election duties by designating them as a district election officer. They also just give the duty to the other officer, returning officer, electoral registration officer, and other all the kind of helping members. So they just distribute the duty. The first ECI appoint that the this chief electoral officer. Then after chief electoral officer appoint the other members. Okay, like district elections, returning officer, electoral registration officer, etc. Okay, so now what the ECI actually does? It means what are the duties? What are the function of ECI? So yes, you have already studied a few of its functions. Actually, we know that all the level of elections, all kind of elections, just authorized or just conducted by the ECI, Election Commission of India. That you just by the name you can understand na the Election Commission of India have the whole authority to conduct the elections. Now ECI create the electoral roll. ठीक है electoral roll. So yes, it means the voting list. This mean voting list. ECI create. The whole authority, who has this whole authority? ECI, Election Commission of India, make the voter list also. Okay. The ECI send official a nominator to every household to collect data about the eligible elector. ठीक है elector. So yes, ECI appoint the other officials to collect the data door to door, like that who are eligible to give the vote this year or this election. So yes, if you are going to be 18 years, or yes, you are also in the 17 years, so you can register your name for the coming election, not to the same year. If you are not 18, then you cannot give the vote, but for the coming election you will be eligible for that. So yes, if you are 17, so yes, at the same time they will write your name, and you are 18, so yes, definitely you can give your vote the same election. Okay, so yes, first they appoint the this officials to collect the data of the eligible voters. Understood? Now here, based on the collected information, electoral roll are prepared for each constituency. So yes, each constituency means the Vidhan Sabha or the Lok Sabha, the area, actually the particular area. So they just make the voter list, who are the eligible voter. Then after, okay, the particular area, they prepare the list. Okay, then after organizing polling station wise. This also the next duty. They organize according to the population, according to the voters. They organize the polling booth. It means how many polling booths come in that area, or just going to make how many, maybe 100, 200, 1000 according to the voter populations. Okay, so now only those whose name appear on the rolls are allowed to vote. Yes, very true. If your name on that eligible electoral list, so you will give the vote, you are eligible. But if you don't have your name on that particular list, so you cannot give the vote, no matter you are eligible, but your name should be on the list, then you can give your vote. So yes, the ECI also conduct a special intensive revision. That is what the short form SIR. Now in the past days you have listened about this SIR, na? Government updated this kind of SIR system, or this spatial intensive, like some also just shifted in another area, and some also even the deaths have been just a death, but their name also have been written in that particular list, and some are just also yeah, the new member also, if they, so this kind of, yes, the SIR updated system just do this by these officials, and which involve updating, verifying, correcting the data, maybe the address, maybe the other things, parents name, maybe the some of, if the name correction, like that they can do. Okay, so it ensured that no eligible citizen is left out and no ineligible person is included in the electoral roll. So yes, the because why do this kind of SIR updated system? Because according to the India population, the eligible voter, no one should be removed this list, and no one can be excluded actually, just to stay that just away from this election process. If you are eligible, you should be in this list. So yes, there some ineligible person can be removed, some eligible person can be just add the name. This exercise ensured the addition of all voters, especially the young voter who have just turned 18 and may be left out due to a lack of awareness or any other reason. So yes, it happens many times. If you are just going to 18 in the same election time period, but you are not fully aware that you can add up your name just before the coming election, so I think you can miss your vote in that time. So yes, it happens many times. So yeah, I think the person who was giving the vote or who was just ready to give their vote in the same election, so yes, they should be aware about that. In the coming election time after 5 years, they will be eligible for do this. So they can just inquire, or they can just tell to the add their name. The SIR also delete the name of the voter on the basis of death of the voter, change of the residence, and duplicate enrollment and being. So yes, SIR, the updated list means, so yes, they always remove that voter's name who already dead, and some person already just changed their residence address or shifted in another cities or area. So yes, they can also SIR remove the name from that particular area and add the name from that related area. So this kind of changes also can be done in this SIR list. So yes, now you can turn the page. Okay, so here another point, permanently, yes, untraceable. The ECI also gives time to raise claim of objection against the revised electoral roll and settle the claims and objection before publishing the final electoral roll. Actually, if some people have doubt and some people have little just argument just to about this, then how they can remove your name, what is the reason? If you are not satisfied with that reason, you can complain or you can just inquire about your objections, about your doubt. So they can yes consider your objection, and after to just these all revised complaints on objection, then after they publish the list, the final list, so it will be final. Okay, here you will turn 18 in a few years. As a responsible citizen, you should register yourself as a voter. Okay, now I think elections already have been done, and now it's a third year going on. But they start to update it, the voter list. What you will do in this time? If you are in 16 age or the 17 years, so it's your responsibility to just go there and add just request to add your name, because I think in the coming election or after the fifth year, you will be turned 18 and you will be eligible to give your vote. So yes, it's your responsibility. Found the various step procedure to registration. Okay, so yes, it's all about this. Do you know the what is ETPS? ETPS PBS stand for the electronically transmitted postal ballot system. So yes, this is the another topic that I would explain in my next video about the election process. And I already explained one of topic, but only about the election commission. So now please take a recap what we studied today. So yes, about the ECI, so Election Commission of India, you can take this, the recap. The Election Commission of India is pretends direction control of entire process for the conduct of election. Maybe the Lok Sabha election, Rajya Sabha, maybe the president elections, Vidhan Parishad, Vidhan Sabha, and the vice president of any of election, the local government election also. Every state has a separate election commission, and for the central election they have the one election commission. So yes, now you understood. And what are the duties? So yes, they appoint a chief electoral officer, election commission appointed, and the chief election commissioner duties to appoint the other members, the helping member and other designated member, so they can do they can distribute their duties and do as well as just according to their duties. So yes, ECI create the electoral role. Yes, also the responsibility or ECI to some changes, some name of removal of the name, some adding of the new names. So yes, this kind of. And what is the SIR? So SIR, it means special intensive revision. If some person already have been dead, so yes, they remove the name. Some person is going to be 18 or then in the coming election, so they will add up their name. Okay, so I think it's all about, yes, ECI have some power also, kind of power like they can control the dirty tricks that done by the candidate. Okay, they can just they make the guideline during the election process. They make the guideline that no, but the candidate always take the permission to go to the rally, also conduct the rally in any particular area. Maybe the same time the opposition also just demanding to take the permission for the rally. So yes, it's all just depend on the ECI that they are going to give the permission. I think they just avoid any classes. So that time I think ECI is very just work with the responsibility that they all manage just to avoid these clashes. So yes, so many responsibilities. So yes, in the next paragraph I will explain. Definitely I will explain the duties of election commission of India. Actually today I explain only the little bit part. Okay, so enjoy, watch this video. If you have any queries, you can send me the message, okay, in a comment box. So in the next video definitely I will explain some duties or some power of ECI. Okay, so thank you for watching.